You might have heard the phrase glupping used by Clint there. It's just an old term that an old musician friend of mine used to use for that flamming between the kick and snares. And it's a phrase that's carried on since about 1982 as part of my vocabulary, and it seems to have pervaded all the other engineers that I work with.
Sounding really good, Mike.
Snares heaps better. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
sounds really, really good. Is your leg getting a bit bruised? Yeah, just yeah.
Harden up.
Just say the producer knocked you about a bit. Yeah, people will understand, you know. You're from Newport. Let's do some more takes. All we got to watch, we got to get enough takes to make sure that, you know, we've got our kicks and snares connecting really good. And, but I mean, that was, as long as you're aware of it, it's... Yeah. Just be careful when you're doing the build up into the second chorus on the ride, you don't drop down too much on the snare. So basically when you go to the ride, it's still, you're still keeping it really powerful, because it's quite nice the way it switches in and out.
Yeah, I know, because I noticed myself doing it, because as I do it, I went to go for that, I went to go for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And then rub your head and pat your stomach and read a novel at the same time. And you'll be sorted.
Beautiful.
Cool, let's do it. Let's do another take. So we've just finished recording the drums, and what myself and Clint have done, we've gone through all the takes. I believe there are 5 or 6 takes of the whole song, and picked the best parts. And now Clint's going through just fine-tuning a couple of snares, making sure everything's sitting nice and tight with the grid. Because on this song in particular, I want the drums to be really nailed to the grid, because when we add all the additional electronic stuff and keyboards, it's really important that they all sit really tightly together. I think you've got to make the judgment call with drum editing. You don't want to over-edit drums because you lose all the feel, but some songs just require a little bit more editing than others, just due to the nature of the song. So you have to make a musical decision on how much editing you tend to do. But luckily Mike is a really good drummer, and he played really great, and the main thing we're looking for here is tightness of kick and snares, because I want all the kicks and snares to sit really tightly together and without too much flamming. So it's a pretty gentle process, but luckily, you know, you get a good drummer and it's quite easy. So that's the stage we're at the moment. So, you know, we're getting on well with the track. Drums are all done, so we'll finish this editing up, and then we're going to start looking at some electronics, some percussion. I've dug out a lot of old 80s electronic drums and drum machines, which I'm going to use on the track. So we're going to look at a bit of that, and then a bit of hand percussion as well, just to sort of just to add to certain sections. So so far so good, all going well. I've also started a board for the song. Even though I keep all my notes on a notepad, I like to have a chalkboard up in the studio so the band can see the progress on the song. So when they walk in, they can see how well the song's going. It's not such a big deal on a single like this, but doing an album when you've got 10, 12, 15 songs, it's really important you get a sense of progress on the record. And so a lot of it's psychological, just so you sense that there's forward momentum on the album. So you're not feeling you're getting bogged down in certain things. And also it lets people realize how much work's involved. So it's really important you get a sense of progress on the record.